we throw away 1/3 of all the food we buy, and more than 60% of that is food that could have been eaten. An interesting statistic is that the levels of food waste appear to be similar irrespective of family income. Comparing data from elsewhere is difficult. The UK data set is unique. But statistics for the US show very similar figures, and I suspect that this applies across most of what we call the developed world. So it appears that modern affluence has changed attitudes. It's certainly true that over 20 years to 2000, household waste generation in general increased by a fairly phenomenal 60%. So it seems that everyone now wastes food, but there's no longer anyone there to eat the leftovers. This table has averaged our data for 4 income cities, 7 middle-income cities, and 9 low-income cities. As expected, waste per capita increases sharply with income level, while the organic putrescible fraction decreases equally sharply. This makes sense, as there is less packaging and other wastes in low-income cities, and therefore the percentage of waste, which is the trimmings from the inedible part of food, of fresh foods, increases. And there's also a lot of seasonal variation. Things like coconut husks and watermelon rinds tend to be quite dense. I was fortunate to find this detailed data set for Malaysia from around 2004. They divided the organic fraction into 4 categories, with food that is consumed, that is the unavoidable food waste, separated from food which is not consumed, that is the food that could have been eaten. And they did this for 3 income groups. Again, the total food waste is higher for low-income groups when you measure by percentage. But the second row is the important one, the food that isn't eaten. As a percentage of the total food waste, it is less than 1% for the low-income groups and around 5% for the high-income groups. The food we squander is around 5% of our total carbon footprint, which would be equivalent to taking 1 in 4 cars off the world. So I would agree with Richard that food waste, our food waste, is a global issue. So in conclusion then, it would appear that food waste is a disease of affluence of fairly recent origin. Fortunately, the limited evidence I have given suggests that it is not yet afflicting the rest of the world, but it will do soon if we can do something about it. Our greed does have a global impact. Looking forward, the evidence suggests that behaviours can be changed, although it's difficult. I suggest that prevention has to be the first priority with food waste as with other waste, and the supply chain needs to take responsibility and to take the lead. Thank you for your attention.